You see, we were given a gift. One of the gifts we were given was the freedom of choice, the freedom of free will. Hello, this is Malena again. I graduated from the University of Life today. I bring a very important topic, which is time. What is time? Do we know what time is? Time was created by humanity to have discipline and constraints, to meet at a place or at a time at work, to help us guide us in how long something will take. It kind of like to put a structure in life, right? But it literally was created by humans. Time was created by humanity to have this constraints of what to do or what time to get to a job, to a place, to a business. And what happened is that we don't realize that time is fluid in a way that you are able to do with your time whatever you like. So life is timeless because time is fluid, and life has a way of moving without you doing anything, right? So if you start taking 1 minute at a time of your life, right, and enjoying that minute and being aware and present of that moment, this minute, you start becoming aware of that. You start feeling the deliciousness, the amazingness of each minute, right? Why does it start feeling different when you start being aware of your time? It starts to feel different because now you're moving with the flow of life, and you're allowing the present to take over. You're not interrupting your present with your past or a future that doesn't exist, right? You're moving fluid with the time that is here now, right? It feels long or endless when you start observing your time. You start taking your time to read, your time to relax, your time to exercise, your time to do everything without rush, right? A lot of the anxiety that happens to people is that they're in a rush. I'm late for a meeting, I'm late for a dinner, I'm late for a party, I'm late to go to sleep, I'm late to work. And those rushes start to take a toll in your health. But more than anything, in your health, in your look. You look tired, you look stressed, you stress your family, you stress your friends, you stress yourself because you did not take the time to plan ahead, right? You don't have like an agenda of what to plan. You don't have to write, well, I'm gonna do this today. No, because the truth is, if you write it, even if you want to, many times we get distracted. But it's a good practice to write down like a plan for the day. The night before, you can write down, I'm gonna read 1 page or 1 book, right? I'm going to walk 5 minutes. And the next day I'm gonna walk 10 minutes. But you write it. You have like a purpose and control of your time. You don't wake up and just, I have to go to work, I have to be here and I have to be there, and I have to feed the kids, I have to take the children to school, come back from school, and then suddenly the day is done and you're exhausted, right? So you also have to have the patience with yourself to eat, taking your time. I used to tell, and I tell my daughter sometimes, you eat so slow. But no, she doesn't eat slow. She takes her time. She enjoys her food to the point that she looks healthy because she's able to enjoy the food, to chew it, not just eat whatever. and oh, I'm hungry and I'm just gonna eat it as fast as I can. And that's why they call fast food, right? That you go to the drive-through, get a burger, whatever, and you eat it while you're driving because you're late, because you didn't have time to get home, make a healthy dinner, make a healthy meal prep, right? How did it get so chaotic? How did time become so chaotic in your life? It became chaotic because maybe you grew up with many siblings, maybe so many activities that were out of your control, right? And then you start thinking that time is rigid, that time is not fluid. You started thinking 8 to 5 job, 5 to 7 in the freeway, and everything became a routine of a strict wall, like if time is something solid that you can touch, but it's not. It's really fluid, and it's really under your full control. You take your time to relax, to dance. You use it with pride. You take your time to study. You take your time to learn something new. You take your time to clean your room. You take your time to redecorate your home, redecorate your apartment, paint a painting. You take your time to do things for yourself. I don't know if you notice, there's some people that look more relaxed than others, right? And let's see that if you're in a marriage or a partnership with your partner's always in a rush and anxiety, and I'm gonna be late, I'm not gonna be able to make it. Well, that person that's always in a rush usually procrastinates to the last minute. Procrastination is a problem because the person doesn't know that they had the power to control their time. You see, we were given a gift. One of the gifts we were given was the freedom of choice, the freedom of free will, right? But with that freedom, we also were given time. Time. There it is. If you are 30, you already lived 30 years, right? 30 years, that's a long time, right? And during those 30 years, well, you were a child, then a teenager, then a young adult, and you started learning structure, right? But you did not learn that you own your time. You're the owner of that beautiful time. You're the owner of that fluid. You're the owner of what you're going to do with the time that you have. Are you going to create something for yourself, for your family, for the world? Right now, the world is going into chaos. There is hatred, there is anger, there is riots, there is, you name it, the world is collapsing. Frustration beyond belief, deadlines that were not met, right? And then what happens? What happens to us through time, right? What happens? So you have to make sure that you know and you live your life knowing that you own your time and that you're responsible with what you create with your time. You can waste it on TikTok or Instagram or Facebook for hours, because let me tell you, once you start flipping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours pass. You don't even realize when that happened. When you least suspect, oh, it's nighttime, time to go to sleep. You go exhausted. You have hours looking at the screen, wasted your time looking at all these TikToks or Instagram reels that are funny, and a lot of them are inspirational. A lot of them are really good, and it's good. I like it sometimes, but it's addictive. And it's addictive to the point where you paralyze yourself and you rob yourself from time, right? Just like addiction with drugs and alcohol. In the drugs, the person who's in the drug situation, they don't feel the time. If somebody's drunk, they don't feel the time. It's 3 in the morning. Oh my God, how did you get 3 in the morning? It is being addicted to something. It wastes it and it kills your time in your life. When you least expect it, you're already old. You're no longer young. You no longer have all these chances to do so many things because you wasted your time. And your time is a gift. It's a gift. Every minute that you open your eyes is a gift, right? Don't take for granted that beautiful gift of time, which is, what do I do with the free time I have? What do I do? Oh, I don't have any free time. I have many things to do. But you don't have many things to do because you're not planning what you're going to do for the next day or for the morning. You have to plan. You have to be proactive in your life, in your time. How do you spend your time? I spend it really having fun many times. I enjoy my life. But I also spend it with friends that I love, family. I spend it reading. I spend it not exercising. I have to exercise more. I have to be more disciplined with that, right? I used to hike a lot, but now I don't. So I used to go and I used to be proud of my hiking time. And I have no excuse for that, right? But somehow, somewhere, we find the excuse that, no, I don't have time. I'm too tired. I'm too exhausted. I don't feel like it. I'll do it tomorrow. But tomorrow never, ever, ever comes. Why? Because it doesn't exist. So you know those lucky cookies that you open, it has like a fortune cookie. It tells you, you will be rich soon. You will be rich. The word will, W-I-L-L, is a block for wealth, health, happiness, everything you name it when you say the word will. So those fortune cookies are false. They're supposed to say when you open that cookie, you are wealthy, you are healthy, you are in a beautiful island traveling. That is the present. That is a true fortune cookie when you're in the present. The will does not exist. So that's time that is not, it's like an imaginary thing that we have in our heads just to not do what we have to do now. Procrastination is a very dangerous place to be because you waste your life doing absolutely nothing. You make a lot of people angry also because you show up late. You make a lot of people uncomfortable because you're the last one to show up. Nobody can rely on you. You become unreliable. So you have to, there's a lot of things that can happen to you that are negative if you do not take control of your time. Because the minute you realize that time is fluid, you will just live with your time with confidence and with determinations and with a purpose. So you're going to write down little notes. It could be 3 things. Today I'm going to make a phone call to so-and-so. Today I'm going to walk, blah, blah, blah. Today I'm going to run. Today I'm going to cook this dish that I always wanted to cook. Today I'm going to learn to write a story. Today I'm going to visit a new museum, you know. Another good advice that I give to moms is that check all the free museums all over the place. In every country they have beautiful museums. Go there at least once a month, because each museum fills your life with knowledge and things you didn't know, but because they're visual, you can see, right? So that's a good use of your time. Museums, libraries. Do you think that everything that is in a library is already uploaded into the internet or the system? No. You'll find books that have not been uploaded. It's like finding a fortune. It's like finding something special. When you go to the libraries, you find books that really are not in the internet, right? Even AI cannot match that, because you will find books that are not uploaded yet. Everything in the internet has been uploaded by us, right? We enter that information into the systems, like Yahoo search or Google search, right? The meta words that we add in there, so the search engines can start moving faster, right? They also have negative meta words that they remove, so you can get to that search faster. So what happens is, someone, when the ones that did the Yahoo and Google and all those big companies, they have used their time wisely, right? Creating something. So you create something for yourself. Doesn't mean, oh, I'm going to create something to be the next famous person, you know, or I created something that became a big invention in the world, right? You don't want to do that. You just want to be simple, and you want to make sure that you build something for yourself with your time. I'm not gonna be here and say, oh, don't waste your time watching videos, don't waste your time going clubbing, or waste your time in the street or whatever. No, I'm gonna come and tell you, use your time wisely. Why? Because when you use your time wisely, at the end of how you use your time, it is how everything in your life unfolds. Your wealth, your health, your happiness, it all unfolds in front of your eyes magically. Why? Because you were using your time wisely, because you were being proactive with the time that you have. You have 1 minute free, you use that minute. You have 2 minutes free, you use those 2 minutes free. And you're constantly moving forward, flowing with the time, like the waves in the ocean. They go and they come and they get rid of the bad and bring the good. And that's how it is. Everything that you have in your life is a reflection of how you use your time. Let's see, you spend a whole weekend cleaning the house, and now you feel amazing and happy because you have a clean space, because you use your time wisely for your own good, right? And I really, I'm passionate about this for a reason. I'll tell you why. I wasted my time many times, not just on the little things like cleaning a house, but you waste your time also in relationships, right? Wasted my time in a marriage, I wasn't happy. Wasted my time in a relationship, I wasn't happy. Wasted my time in a job, I wasn't happy. Wasted my time in a school, I really didn't even know why I studied that. So there's many other things we do in life that has big impacts, right? Choosing your relationships, choosing your studies, choosing your work. You don't waste time in places where you don't feel happy or fulfilled. So it is important that from the little minutes to the big life decisions, you take control of your time, because sooner or later you have wasted your youth, your life, and it's just so painful when you get to a certain age and you say, oh my gosh, what have I done? Why did I waste time doing this? Why did I waste so many years being unhappy? Why did I waste so many years not making money? Why did I waste so many years broke, or in an addiction, or in alcoholism, or whatever you wasted your time? It hurts very much when you get to the end of the rope. So be very careful, very loving, very respectful of your time. It was a hard lesson for me to learn, but I'm still learning it. Stay working on the discipline to have this time that I have for myself, And what am I going to do with this 5 extra minutes? Am I going to watch videos, or am I going to do something creative? Am I going to do something for my benefit? Am I going to go talk to my children? Am I going to go talk to my partner? Important things that you can, little by little, start building something big for you. So please, if anything, be good to yourself. Be very, very respectful of your time. And I leave you this with lots of care, and I hope this make a difference. I hope you identify with this and you realize that you don't want to waste your time. And you realize that you're going to make a change, and you're going to make a change and make a change that's going to really help you. And I leave you this, and thank you so much for your comments. Thank you so much for your support. And I don't ever want you to waste your time. And I leave you this with a lot of care. Bye.